All right, here we go. We got our new video up. I just did my PGX video, so if you haven't seen that yet, hopefully you will check that out. This is my new video where I am sending 2 comics to EGS. I've been working with them basically about a year now, where they allow me to send in 2 books every month to get pressed, dry cleaned, graded, signature verification if need be. And make sure that you guys benefit. If you use EGS for the first time, if you've never used EGS before, all you have to do is if you send 10 or more books to EGS, there are 2 offers that they're giving you for first-time users. Use the code We Love Comics, and you can get $5 off your first order. You have to make sure you mention it, not just put the code. And then also, if you use the code We Love Comics Free Press, you'll get one of the 10 books pressed for free. So that's not either or. You get both of those, but you do have to mention them on the order form. Otherwise, it will not be automatically applied. So make sure you do that in the order form, and it's 10 books or more to EGS. Let's give a shout out to my Patreon members. As per the last video and every video, my paid members who join Patreon get a shout out every single video. If you want your name up here, you can join patreon.com/we love comics. Minimum to join anybody's Patreon is $2. So I don't require a high amount to get your name up here. So you could do the bare minimum, because to me, it's always the thought that counts. So if you're a person on a limited budget and $2 is all you can afford to do, I will appreciate that, because that $2 will help me uh, get a couple of cans of cat food for the stray cats that I feed. So don't ever feel embarrassed if you're somebody who says, "Oh, I don't have a lot of money." Trust me, support and help is nothing more than kindness. And that's why, to me, it's the thought that counts. So if you want your name up there, when somebody joins my Patreon, it will say, for example, see, number one, it says Carl, and it'll say the person's last name has joined your Patreon and tells you how much the membership is for them. I never put a person's last name, so I'll always do their first name or their first name and their last initial, because I don't want to give personal information out. But if you'd rather me do a YouTube channel shout out, or one of your social networks instead, or an eBay store, for example, just let me know when you join at peacefulfeelings@yahoo.com, and I have no problem with doing that. So again, no minimum to get your name up here. And once we get to 20 paid members, I got giveaways. So shout out to Carl Sith, Michael B, Kevin W, James R, Dan L, Kim N, Annabelle N, Jason B, Stephen L. If you have Instagram, check out Scott at ScottWU077. So again, Instagram, check out Scott at ScottWU077. If you have Facebook, check out Darth Bleak at Stephen L. Turk Author. And he wrote a book. He's got a series of books. Help promote his channel and help his dreams continue to go through. He sent me a signed copy. He gave away about 4 or 5 signed copies. Great gentleman to do that. Didn't even offer to do that. I asked him if he could do it, and he went above and beyond. So support his channel by going to Steve L. Turk Author. Even if you're not interested in buying the book, you can help promote it to maybe somebody who is. And remember, Christmas is coming. Could be a good gift to get somebody for a stocking stuffer. And last but not least, if you have Instagram, check out Silver Age Surfer _comics and tell them all We Love Comics sent you. So here's the giveaways once we get to 20 paid members. So if you want to be one of those members, again, it's We Love Comics. Oh, it's patreon.com/We Love Comics. No minimum to be able to qualify for the contest, other than we need 20 paid members. But for every $2 you put into your account, you'll get 1 entry. So the more you put in, the more entries you'll get. And last but not least, I'm looking to do some trades. You guys have heard this spiel now for over a year. I'll get it to happen eventually. So if you have one of these books or know somebody that has them and like to do a trade with me, as long as it's a fair trade, I don't mind spending a little extra, but I'm not going to like give away $10,000 more for a book. But if as long as it's evenly matched and I'll pay a little extra, as long as both parties are happy, we're saving thousands of dollars in purchases, saving hundreds of dollars in taxes, and makes both parties happy. Let's make that done. Contact me at peacefulfeelings@yahoo.com. So here are the 2 books that I am sending in to to EGS to get graded. This one is a dual sign book. This is Spawn number 288. signed by Todd McFarlane. I mean, I have so many of his signatures. I mean, it does not have a certificate of authenticity for his name, but it does for the second. But I have so many of his. I mean, I am 99.999% sure that is genuine and authentic. Very hard to duplicate, but you never know. I never say anything's 100% guaranteed because there might be somebody out there, but I've never had a problem with that before. This signature, believe it or not, let's see if anybody can guess whose signature that is. This one does have a certificate of authenticity. So if you have an idea of whose chicken scratch that is, put it in the comments section if you're watching this later, or put it in the comments section in the live chat if you're watching live. I'll give you a second, but I don't think anybody'd be able to get this. I don't think I've ever had this person's signature on my in my collection before, but his name, it's Francesco Mattina. And as you could see right here, there's a certificate of authenticity, which just means that this person, when they bought this book, only had that signature on it, and then probably went to a Comic-Con and got Todd McFarlane's signature after the fact, and it didn't have his name on the certificate. Again, I've seen, and I have so many of his signatures, I'm not worried about that being fake at all, although there is a small chance it could. We'll find out because EGS does in-house signature verification. So this book I paid a total of $175 for two signatures. This is the black and white variant. I don't think there's anything majorly special about this book as far as first appearances or anything. I actually stopped reading Spawn after like issue 12 back in the days in the 90s. So I haven't read Spawn, but as you could see, because they're going in such high issues, there's still a demand for uh, Spawn books. So there are plenty of people that are fans of this book. Now, Dual Sign paid $175. It is high grade. I never guarantee, even though this looks like a 9.8, I can never guarantee it's a 9.8. So I always say between a 9.4 and a 9.8 with white pages. So looking forward to seeing that one come back. And then last but not least, for the second book, we got Spawn issue number 1. This is the regular version, but again, as you could see, signed by Todd McFarlane. Again, I have many of his signatures. See, this is the thing about Todd McFarlane. Sometimes he writes Todd McFarlane this way. Sometimes he just does the initial. They're both still genuine. And back in his early days, especially if you have, for example, like the either green or silver versions of the Spider-Man #1, when they had him do his own Spider-Man version, he would do right in the bottom here a very small version of his signature, which is absolutely different from his modern and recent signatures. All three are varied, but all three are genuine. So that's the thing about Todd McFarlane. He has changed his signatures over the years, but I have so many of them. Again, without a certificate of authenticity and without being there to see him do it, because I have gotten 2 of my books signed from him personally. I can safely say that is legit. So this book I only spent $88 on, and again, looks like a 9.8, but no guarantees. We'll find out when I get it back. So I always say between a 9.4 and a 9.8. So those are the 2 books I'm sending into EGS. If you ever want to try EGS, again, if you send 10 or more books with them for the first time, you can get one of the books pressed for free using the code We Love Comics Free Press, and you can get $5 off your order for using the code We Love Comics. Make sure you mention each one, otherwise they're not going to automatically do it. So that's it, basically. So let's do today's surprise subscriber shoutouts. This is a quick little video. We got some new people here, but I'm going to do the GTK comic. Hello. Dan Lewis, hello. Old Wolf 65, good to see you. John Rowe giving a little bit of applause. So since GTK and Dan Lewis were the surprise subscriber shoutouts last video, we're going to go with Old Wolf 65 and John Rowe. Both of you are today's surprise subscriber shoutouts. You don't even have to be a subscriber to get the shout out. If you want to hit subscribe, that's awesome. If not, perfectly fine. You can thumb up or thumb down. I always leave people the choice to do that. But what happens is, since you're the surprise subscriber shout out, once this video uploads, in the comments section, if you want to put a link to your YouTube channel or a specific YouTube video that you want people to see of yours, you could post the link in the comments section. If you don't have a YouTube channel, or you'd prefer to put a link to one of your social networks, because maybe you just get more people that are on your Instagram or, Twitter account or TikTok or whatever, and you want people to go there, you could put the link there instead. And if you don't have that, you maybe have an eBay store or sell on Etsy or Amazon or anything like that, and you want to promote one of your auctions or sales, I'll let you decide which link you want to do. Keep in mind, none of these links have to be comic book related, although those will do best here because this is a comic book channel. But I will promote anything as long as it is suitable for all ages. In other words, I will not promote a website that sells adult toys. I will not promote a YouTube channel that does things like, for example, prank channels. So if you have a YouTube channel that teaches people how to throw a football, perfectly fine. If you sell t-shirts, perfectly fine. Keep in mind, when you put a link in the comment section, it will automatically go to spam, so you will not see it right away. The reason I have it set up that way is to prevent spammers and trolls from putting inappropriate links onto my channel where people could click and it goes somewhere that may give them a virus or take them somewhere they didn't want to be. So I always verify every link. So if you see a link in the comment section, it means it was verified, it was approved. I really humbly request all of my viewers that see those links in the comment section to go visit the people. Go, if they have a YouTube channel, go subscribe, go watch some videos, go leave a comment. There are people that maybe have 20 subscribers on their channel and would love to have a comment because maybe they're waiting months for somebody to leave their first comment. Help the people grow. Help the people enjoy what they're doing with positive vibes being sent their way. So I would take that as a personal favor. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. If you want to critique the AI art you see on the screen, good, bad, or indifferent, I'll leave that up to you. Shout out once again to my Patreon members. Join patreon.com/We Love Comics if you want to support my channel. Get your name up on the board, and once we get to 20 paid members, we will have some giveaways to give away as a thank you. Again, I will mail them out all around the world, and I will pay for the shipping. Looking to do some trades, so if you have any of these books or know anybody that does, contact me at peacefulfeelings@yahoo.com, and let's make history made. So thanks for watching. Thank you to the amount of people that are here. Really appreciate your viewership. Check out my PGX video if you have not done so. And don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, it is not you, it is not I, it is We Love Comics. Let's give our shout outs a shout out. And don't forget to have your